Alright, we're here with Haktos, the Unscarred. Pretty sure I've never actually played this. 4 mana, 6/1. It enters, you get 2, 3, or 4 as a random number, and Haktos has protection from all other things except that mana value. So it always has protection from 0 and 1, and 5 and up. So, like, there's no big 6/6, 6 mana 6/6 that's blocking this ever. It's just 2, 3, or 4. There's a ton of good stuff on 2 that could kill this, so you probably want to avoid that one. But 3 and 4 have some decent things that could block it. But we'll see. You can't enchant it. You can't equip it. A lot of enchantments and auras and stuff are like 0, 1, 2, and 3, right? Most of it's like 1 and 2. You could choose 2 and then equip stuff, but then it, you know, it's most of the time that's not going to happen, right? 2/3 of the time. So we're really trying to just ignore Haktos and have Haktos... I'll actually have Haktos ignore everybody. Me and my opponent. So the deck is full of things that get rid of annoying blockers that would potentially block this. And then we sort of ignore everything else. So we don't need a ton of removal. We just really need to remove the whatever number was named. This gives it double strike on attack. Anything that doesn't target Haktos makes sense, like this. Voice of Victory? Oh, chat's saying stuff. Boros Charm and risk factor is damage to face. We could surprise our opponent with sudden damage to face that transcends simply 6 a turn, and that seems funny. And that's really about it. Oh, Elspeth, again, doesn't target. It just suddenly gets flying. And you fly for 7. That seems ideal to me. So... Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. I have to find the wild card for this. I have to craft it. Alright. Well, we're sending it. Oh, I got a mythic. Look at that. It would be kind of funny to see in Standard, although it also would kind of, like, be lame if your opponent can't interact with it. Oh, my opponent got rid of Xenagos. Alright, well, a Johnny would be a good play, but Haktos next turn is also a really good play, so, well, that's what we're doing. I'm going to assume they did not have untapped green turn 1. Alright, Haktos, what do we got? What's on the menu? Alright, protection for everything except 4. Probably ideal. My opponent is actually going into turn 4, though. Not as ideal. That is 3. Oh, chat, things are happening. Things are actually happening. I will play a Johnny. And I will swing. Alright, Haktos, get in there. I've already completed everything. Yes! I've already done everything. We literally did everything we've ever wanted in one game. The first game. The best game. Nice. Okay, this is unfortunate, but I guess it works. Chat, did I put the Surveil land in my deck? Are we about to find out? Oh, I did. Oh my goodness. I actually, for a second, legitimately wasn't sure if I did. I actually wasn't sure if I put it in. I know I put the Verge land in. Oh, look, it's the same thing again. Wow, crazy. No way. Absolutely no way anyone would do this. Yeah, the Verge is in here. That's a 2/2, right? Haha, you fool. I could have just played this, but now I don't have to. Now I just literally do not have to do that. Isn't it great? Alright, I will deafening... well, now I can't really deafening Clarion. I mean, I still can, but... Oh, where were you? Where were you when I needed you? Alright, Clarion not looking exciting anymore. We got 2, which is like the worst ever, but that's okay. That is kind of like the worst thing ever here. It's not terrible, though. It's really not terrible, but it's pretty sad. Oh, they swung with their... Why did they do that? Why did they swing with this? I can now swing at them. I feel as though I would... Oh, no, I have to swing, right? Yeah. Was that a mistake? I think that was a mistake. It has protection from 3, so I guess we were fine anyways. I would like a land. I would really like a land. Okay, big and true. I don't need thing with stuff. Let's go here. And then get rid of that. One red deals 2 damage, make a treasure. I don't think I am. I could, though. It was definitely not on my radar. Certainly could run it. Oh, look at that. See what happens when 2 is the number you pick? And all your opponent's cards work? Isn't that great? Alright, anything but 2 again, please. Alright, 4 is more ideal, I guess. Yep. Do I hold on to this? Oh, I have 4. Chat, it's actually 4. The the showdown can't target the stupid Haktos with the counters. Alright, well I guess Frag Advantage just come out then. Reprieve is kind of looking terrible. Alright, there was not really much of incentive to do what they just did, but they did. Alright, the 3 little piggies. They do not get a 4. Alright, so it looks like the Divine Purge is going to look pretty nice here. I will reprieve my own card, though. Okay, I'm not sure why this can target that. Am I mistaken about something? Other than 4. Other than 4. Man, I am not... I never claimed to be intelligent. I never claimed to be intelligent, Chad. Also, that was a phenomenal turn. And I am so happy everything that just happened. Come on, Haktos. No sweeper, you can get the... Yes! Yes! Oh, this is great. This is the best deck I've ever played today. Awesome. There's just better cards that cost 1 or 2 mana. I would assume. It's another Jolom player. Alright. Well, suppose a Johnny is the idea here. Given my mana situation. Did they have Tail's End? Might be Tail's End, I don't know. Well, guess we'll never know. White source, please? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna need Haktos to behave itself. In some form or fashion. My opponent's commander cost 4, so they can block. I do have a profoundly good Elspeth, assuming my opponent's not running board wipes. I don't know if Tangolom's a sweeper kind of deck. I don't think it is. It appears not to be. I am not going to play Elspeth. Because there's stuff there. I have to swing with this. I mean, I'm not playing around anything. There's no Cyclonic Rift. Settle the Wreckage doesn't exist anymore, so... Cycle extra turns. Yeah, well, gotta do what you gotta do. I will swords this, or I'll try to at least. What? Okay. I could reprieve that, but I really don't think I want to. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think I want to reprieve that at all. I mean, Ketramos makes sense. I mean, that's just exiling stuff, right? Oh, wait a minute. No, it doesn't exile on its own turn, though, so it is kind of weird. Yeah, that is weird. An example of someone just running... Again, I'm not going to interact with this. That's fine. I'm not really concerned about that. I probably could have floated white there first, but my opponent could just move to the next phase. Wouldn't really affect me that much. Choosing not to play their commander. Curious. So, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Guess we always play this first. Jolom does not have haste or anything. Do I want another land? It is another white source. Nah. Let's go to combat. They can't block it or anything. And we run out the Ornithopter or the Ajani? I'd rather this, because I think my opponent has a counterspell, and this is like a terrible thing to counterspell, so... Sure. It stays as 4, I think. Yeah. Stays as 4. Okay, that worked. Love to see it. I will play Ajani, because it's pretty good here. I don't think they have Tails End anymore. They didn't counter the Heliod's spaghetti. It makes an untapped token, right? Yeah, so now swinging with this is kind of ugly for the opponent. I think I'm going to not swing with a Johnny. Silence is very interesting here. I could cast Silence now. How much damage is it after Silence? It is lethal? No, it isn't. I don't have the triple white. I don't have the triple white, so... We're just going to cast this. There's no reason to do it pre-combat. So if they block the token, a Johnny flips, and they're dead, right? That's 3 damage. Okay. I will go to my opponent's upkeep and cast Silence, and then it's up to some kind of instant on my opponent's end to actually do anything significant, and I don't find that likely. I could maybe risk casting this on my turn, but it's lethal, so restricting all of my opponent's options to You know what? I have Reprieve. Let's just let him play Magic. Alright, we got there. Nice. This works, though. If this dies, it doesn't... Oh, it doesn't work. Never mind, I lied. Okay, this works. What is this? I've never seen this card in my life. 3-mana 2/4. At the beginning of your end step, something died. So a morbid trigger, you get a 1/1. Sack a creature, you steal a life. This is deep, and I am a fan. I am a fan. Also, what does this do? When it dies, make a 1/1. Okay, you got it. You got it. I would like to deal with this. Oh, wait, never mind. I lied. I do that a lot. So I guess we're doing this on red? Oh, never mind. This is the wrong one. This is the one that does whatever it wants. So many different cards. So many cards these days. Can't keep up. Can't keep up. Midnight Reaper is profoundly annoying. Let's see what happens here. We got 3. Not ideal, but not terrible. It's not great though. I think, yeah, again, 4 just showing us it's the best number every time. And this is yet another example. I can block these. So do we lightning bolt the Midnight Reaper and we partition the commander? Or we just cast that. That is great. We just draw the best card ever. Yup. And then we cast Silence. What? Okay. Why are we doing this? Okay. I feel like I would never, ever do that. You got it, though? Yeah, we're gonna silence on upkeep here. It takes a third of my opponent's life total out of the way, which probably will matter. I will cast this Esper Sentinel. I don't expect it to be that amazing, but I don't know. Who knows what happens. Okay, that doesn't quite work here. But it does gain life, so I guess I get rid of it. Of course, my opponent has the perfect 5-mana card at instant speed for the silence turn. Why wouldn't they? My opponent neglected to play a block. Never mind, they play the blocker. This puts him at 11. This sweeps the board. No, we're just gonna bloop. So I just have to prevent them from gaining 2 life here. Pretty easy. With these 2 cards, I think. Maybe, sort of. They just simply recast Woe Strider. Well, that does not cut it here. Let's go here, and then I can Hour of Devastation. This gets rid of the tokens. And we win. huge. Yeah, I could have exiled the Woe Strider as well, but no, that's not going to work. This probably will. We have the Ragavan again. What's not good here? Shock? Yeah. Okay. Wow, someone who's not prepared for the turn 1 Ragavan. No way. They also binned a card that I could have... Yeah, I would have been able to play it. Probably wouldn't have, though. Let's play this. Yeah, we're going to play this to dodge shenanigans. I want to play the mirror here. That's a desperate thing to do. We will see what this names color-wise, or number-wise, or they just have wash away. Of course. Here we go with the 1 mana answers to everything I'm doing. Okay, another perfect answer. Oh, it's certainly something, alright. Certainly something. Can I recast it again? I'm gonna... Lightning Helix... No, I'm not. I'm just gonna trade the zombie... No, I'm just gonna trade one of these with the 2-2. That's fine. I will live with this. It really doesn't matter which one. Oh, actually, maybe it sort of kind of does. I don't know. Not that much, though. And I'm not gonna discover. I think Lightning Helix will actually do something. That is a pretty good draw. That's a pretty good draw. Yeah, we're still gonna play Haktos. We have protect. Wait. You have to pay 7 life. All right, so this just deals with it in a funny fashion. I just blow it up. It would be an insane game to win, given the early stuff my opponents had. We won! I can't believe that. I cannot believe we won this game. That is insane. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on, they gain 2 life. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Hold on. Get wrecked. Wow. Get schmeeded. That's crazy. Let's just reanimate. Wash away. This is, usually lights out, but I didn't concede, so it wasn't. But, yeah, that was quite the hurdle to come through early. Sire of 7 Deaths is not commonly played. It's a rather surprising card to see there, honestly. Very cool. Aurelia, I don't know if I've ever seen Aurelia in play. This is A quarter shield? What would a quarter shield do? For friend match? I don't know what friend means. Bloop. Well, good old Phlage coming in dirty. Oh, my triggers are still manually stacked because of the last commander. Guess I can disable that again. Curious how many times we actually get Phlage out of the graveyard here. Don't be like that. I don't know. I'm in no rush. Let's play... Does it matter? I don't think it matters. Let's get you... Alright, well, again, we got the worst number. Again. So, I don't know if that's true with the Bant deck. I really think it still is. I still think 2 is the worst number. Ugh. It's just so demoralizing when you see it. It could be a board wipe here. I mean, no, Helga doesn't do that. That wouldn't make a lot of sense now, would it? I have an answer to... Okay, I don't have an answer really to anything, actually. That just blows up the thing that I don't really care about. I would still have preferred to have named 4, even having them played this 4-minute card here. Mana Tithe may be relevant. We'll see. Kinda doubt it. Am I gonna Deafening Clarion? There's nothing in board that matters. No. I'd also lose my own Esper Sentinel. I think we're just passing. Yeah, there's nothing to do here. What if Haktos was 4, 5, 6? Well, then I would like it a lot more. I mean... It'd have protection from the vast majority of cards if it had 4, 5, 6. I mean, most Magic cards that are actually playable are like 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, that would be a lot better. A lot better. I think I'm going to crack the Canyon. We do have Phlage in the graveyard, so might as well. They might as well swing with the Witch enchant. Oh no, they shouldn't because they're at a multiple of... their multiples of 6 are on 3 currently. Does that mean I should kill this? Probably. It lets me just get through for 1 extra damage. It also sets up Phlage. Yeah, it just lets me get through for 1 extra. Okay, well I found the 1 extra anyway. Oh wait. No, I didn't. This has to be better than Phlage, because Phlage can be played later. Yep. Fiery Impulse, not gonna go ahead and say it's probably not worth anything. Opponent goes to 2. Okay, that kills these 2, and then they take 2 in the air and die? Oh, I also have Phlage. Okay. Oh, they have the board covered. The air covered. That's funny. So we have a few ways to win. We'll just do the Phlage one, because I haven't played Phlage in a while. Cool. Another way to win here would be... we could have ossificationed Elishnorn, and then we could have cast the 3-mana sweeper. So this lives, because it's at 5 again. Alright, so there was lethal without Phlage. It just took me longer than, yeah. Alright. Okay. We're kind of all in here. Kind of all in here. We're going to turn 1 Ajani, because I said so. Get rid of Justice Strike, because I said so. But we're out of gas, and this is probably not going to get us there. It would be Christmas Miracle status. Getting there with this. Name human. Swing. Chat, we can kill the token. We can kill the token, chat. We can kill the token. I don't know if I should, though. I don't have a red permanent, but man, would it rack up some serious tokens. This is like legacy level all-in nonsense. Alright, we're doing it. We are literally doing it. And yeah, we're making cats. We're not going to go for the ultimate. I don't think the ultimate is even that appealing. Each artifact, creature, enchantment. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not doing anything on this board. Okay. Oh, we can play our commander. Oh, and then we can make cats that go face. Are we gonna beat Kenrith? Is that happening? Is that a thing? No way. This is the most obscene opener I've ever had playing this format. This might actually do something too, which is bananas. You have a 3 here? Wow, they have a 3. That's crazy. Oh, that's so bad for me. Oh no. What do I do? Do I put a counter on a cat? Each cat? Swing for 6? Probably? Or do I make another cat? They're not gonna block, so... Alright. And then I'll put a stop here? Whoa! Whoa! Let's, like, play the game normally. That's probably a good idea, huh? Let's play normal game. Yes! Yes! Oh, we did it. We did it with the most obscene opener I've ever had. The most obscene opener I've, like, literally ever had. I still think I should probably take these out. I don't know. But, yeah, this will never, ever happen again. Wow. Okay, this is a colorless Ulamog deck. That is kind of insane, but I'm excited. Aurelia... I don't think Haktos needs assistance in this game. This is nuts. Wow. It's not Ujin as well. That is really insane. I'm a bit excited to see what happens here. Alright, that is technically a mana rock. Alright, we named 4, which I don't think there's anything except like Solemn Golem. And the other Solemn Golem that looks for a cave or something. I will... Can I blow that up? Nope. Tragic. I guess I'm playing that land. Alright, well. Let's see what happens. Did we get the... What is it, a sweeper? Cool. Look at that. They could have paid for Mana Tithe if they tapped the Artificer for mana. No. They could have paid for Mana Tithe, but that only generates artifact mana, so... Last time we played against this, it conceded turn 2. Let's see what it does this time. Oh no, I'm hinting at Solitude, chat. What am I doing? I gotta stop hinting towards Solitude there. Well, a little too late for Strike It Rich, I think. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Oh. Okay. Oh, take Strike It Rich. Do it. Do it. You know you want to. Well, you can't take Brave the Elements. That probably doesn't make sense. You just take the March. I mean, I think it's pretty easy here. Just always take March. Respect Mana Tithe the whole game and whatnot. Okay, well, apparently it's harder than I thought. The only reason you would think this long is if you have Mana Tithe, I guess. I don't know. Opponent takes Mana Tithe. Alright. Looks like some kind of 1-mana removal spell, a March of their own? No? Alright, 3 is not 2. Again, 4 would be perfect, but I'll get that a third of the time. 3's alright. They're really reading my Haktos here. They're deep in it. Deep in the tank? Yeah, well. Some people are tanking. They also took Mana Tithe, and here it is, probably never actually wind up doing anything? Kind of strange. Oh, that was a good draw, chat. That was a good draw. Oh, we get to do the thing. Oh. We're just sending the 2-turn clock. Oh my goodness. Yes! 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 Okay. We can calm back down. Yeah, I guess it has vigilance too. Yep. And we cannot march this? We cannot march this. But we have Brave the Elements and a 4/4 first strike, so they can't really swing anyways. Remember the last deck I played that had like all of these cards in it? There's like 5 of these. It was just such... It was such a nightmare to play. Such a nightmare to play. Yeah, we're gonna just try to win. There's 2 ways to win here, and we're gonna go with this one. We're gonna go with this one. Oh, I guess it's 4. Alright. Yeah, we're getting rid of the blocker, and then we're swinging for 12 again. Probably just what it was. They're reading every card, and then they're like, oh, the counterspell's annoying. But then didn't, like, think ahead on what, like, the next turns would look like. We could get rid of this. Do we? Should we? I mean, it stops him from playing Kotis for a turn. Does that matter? Power 4? Maybe it's fine to just try to exile this with this? I don't know. It seems really not good to not play Cold Steel Heart. Seems like I should probably play that. Yeah, I don't think blowing up a mana ramp spell is even going to win me the game, so... Yeah, it's got some things it really needs to do. Alright, chat. We haven't been hitting 4, and now we're against Kotis. Do we hit 4? I don't know what to say. I truly don't know what to say, chat. I truly don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to feel. Am I even alive? Is life real? We get 2 all the alright. I'm not going to say anything. Again with the trample. Good grief. Okay, well, they have trample anyways, so... Please don't hit anything stupid. Okay. Alright, well, exercise looking really, really good. And I don't think I'm rip-aparting any card? Am I? Does any of this matter? I guess this does, because it gives haste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Let's not let them cast Kotis. Just made Kotis Brawl. Oh, nice. What is this? That's actually pretty good. Alright, let's just blow it up. Seems pretty good to me. Yes! 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 I gotta say, I really like this commander. Yeah, I would say I like this commander. It is one of those, like, if you're an online gambler kind of person, you play gambling casino games online, Haktos is probably the kind of card you like, because sometimes it wins immediately. Sweet GGs, love the channel, thanks. Well, I love you too? I think that's what I was supposed to say to that. Anyways, so, you know, sometimes you just get 2 and then you lose because your opponent has a bunch of 2-mana cards that could either block it or just kill this card with a spell. There's a lot of 2-mana answers in the format, so it doesn't fare well when you land on 2. 3 is not as bad, and 4 is excellent. If you ever get 4, you're just happy. Most decks are not going to stop you on 4. There were a few times, actually, it's hard to wrap your head around it. You cannot Voltron this, right? I might have said this in the intro, but you can't put equipment on it. You can't put auras on it. It's not going to work. I was like, oh, you know, let's take some cards out that aren't working. Oh, this looks cool. And then you got to remember you actually can't do anything to Haktos. You can, but it has to probably not target them. Or you're just one of those casino online gamblers. And you're like, oh, it always lands on the number I need. There goes the perfect aura. Right on 2. Boom, boom, boom. But that's not realistic. You shouldn't do that. This did win games where it died, which is surprising to me. It's actually incredibly surprising that this won any games in which it perished. But it did. I think there was even a game it died twice. It's insane to me to ever cast this more than once and expect to win a game. But it was possible. The haste enablers did not feel good. I ended up taking those out. Ragavan, honestly, at this point, I've brought up Ragavan a few times recently. It's not busted like the green ones are, so I think Ragavan's probably another card I start sliding in red decks. It's answered pretty easily. It's not winning games on turn 1 anymore. Not nearly as egregious as it was. And giving this vigilance also didn't matter, right? Like, I'm, for the most part, just worried about removing the actual blockers that could be in the way of the correct number. And everything else kind of came second. So giving this vigilance wasn't a big deal. Like, I don't really care how much damage I'm receiving, because for the most part, I am winning a damage race, especially with so much removal, and even like Lightning Helix and Phlage, another Lightning Helix, and Clarion giving this lifelink. Like, there's just plenty of, assuming you didn't name 3, you could also sweep the board. There's just plenty of things that we had to not lose a damage race. So Vigilance wasn't as exciting. Specifically against Kotis, which is one of the more, quote-unquote trendy commanders right now, Kotis would, if you name 4, you're just sad, right? Because then you can't block it. But Kotis does an excellent job at dodging blockers anyways. It's sort of half the game plan. With unblockable, flying, or trample. A lot of trample enablers, like a ton of trample enablers, so don't expect this to just stonewall your Kotis opponents. Though, sometimes it can. Who knows? Sometimes it can. Elspeth was excellent. No surprise there. Evasion on this out of nowhere. Removal. It's just what we're looking for. What about the throwing damage doublers via Anthem effects? Huh? What do you mean? Throwing damage doublers? What? Aren't Anthems just +1/+1? I don't know any damage doublers from... What we could do is fling this. You could fling it as your last 6 damage. That's kind of why I liked Risk Factor. It was just this final over the hump final damage, and if they don't take the damage, you just draw more cards. You can't possibly be upset with that. This can be cast twice as well. So the damage to face with the Boros Charm, Lightning Helix, Lightning Bolt, Shock, it didn't actually do anything. A lot of that just went to creatures anyways, no surprise. But I don't know. I mean, if the damage face doesn't matter, those cards could just be more sweepers. There's like, what someone said, Sun something, Invocation, can't remember the name of it. Not Sunfall. There's another, I'm not going to sit here and search it, but there's other sweepers that you could play that get rid of stuff for Haktos to reasonably attack into, but I don't, it didn't feel like I needed more than that. And again, the Vigilance wasn't super exciting, so that could just be more things that involve clearing the way for an attack. Just felt like the most important thing, instead of like, I can also block, haha. Like, no, just try to hit your opponent and kill them, Starfall, that was it. Okay, Starfall, yeah. So yeah, Chrome Mox was good here though, for sure. I would say it's a Chrome Mox deck. Lorehold Command, I don't know, probably not right. I just had it in here, wasn't sure what it could be or whatever. It just didn't feel like an efficient use of 5 mana, like ever. So that could be another sweeper on 5 or whatever that dodges Haktos. So yeah, that could come out. Knight of the White Orchid was another way to get a turn 3 Haktos if you're on the draw. So I didn't own it, but if I did, I would play it. Because it is good. It is good. Land Tax is another one that is potentially okay. But certainly that one is... It's just nice. You really just want Haktos in fast. And you don't want them to die. And you want a good number. So for the gamblers out there, this is your kind of deck. It really is. So yeah, that's it. It's a very straightforward commander. The game ends before you know it. Or it doesn't. Who knows? It's fun to play, though. If you like emotional roller coasters, you will never get more exciting experiences than Haktos. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.